King's Country at kingscountry.net. As promised, with me on the phone, I've got George Dearborne. He's out on the road, way up there in Kansas right now, George.
Well, actually, we just left out of Kansas, Jim, and we're rolling through Oklahoma right now.
On a radio.
Back to the great state of Texas.
Rolling through Oklahoma on a radio tour. Where in Oklahoma? What part?
Well, right now, we're not too far from Ponca City, wherever that's at in Oklahoma.
I spent several years doing the morning show at a station, KECO, in Elk City, Oklahoma. Did you do an interview over there? Because I know they like to interview artists.
Well, we have not yet. It's Mike McCary, the guy that's putting this tour together. We're finding out, you try to group certain areas so you can hit them at one time, but it doesn't always work out that way. I mean, you have guys that are already booked or, need to, they're either in the morning or in the evenings, and it's really never all together, but we're working on it.
That's George Dearborne. Of course, George Dearborne and branded from right here in Southeast Texas, Beaumont. A Fire That Just Won't Burn is the new single. We're going to play that in just a couple of moments. You're getting some stations putting that in rotation now, huh, George?
I'm sorry, say again, Jim?
Some of those stations you're going to, they're actually playing the song. They put it into rotation.
Yes, sir, absolutely. It's the song's doing very well for us right now. It's getting a lot of airplay, and we look to have some more come on board next week, and it's looking really good for us right now, Jim.
Yeah, we're playing it a lot here on King's Country. You're on our A list of songs that we're playing from the current batch. So we added it like a month or so. Yeah. Mike sent that to me. And Mike also works with Mark Chestnut, huh?
That's correct. Yes, he does.
Yeah, I spoke with Mark last week. He's been under the weather, to say the least. Hopefully getting back on the mend so he can get back on the road. But,
yeah, I feel like he'll get back in the swing of things, and hopefully after the first year, he'll be back doing what he loves to do.
The new single's called A Fire That Just Won't Burn. Tell us about this song.
Well, in 2020, I cut the album, and the name of the album was Old Brown Bottle. And, in going through hundreds of songs and listening and trying to pick songs that I felt were right for me, this song kept coming back to me, and I liked it a lot. And the writers on it were, my producer was Jimmy Ritchie, and out of Nashville, and the writers on it were Jimmy Ritchie and Don Poitras and Tommy Collins, and that was their one and only collaboration. And that song came out of it, and I thought that was pretty cool in itself.
This is a great song, and from the album Old Brown Bottle, let's give it a spin right now. A Fire That Just Won't Burn on King's Country.
I should have known, I should have run. But it ain't that easy when you love someone. When it's gone, you best move on. And don't just stand there waiting till the table turns. It's like pouring whiskey on a fire that just won't burn. And there ain't no truth in but it sure feels good going down. It may give you hope, but it's just blowing smoke. How long will it take till you learn? You're pouring whiskey on fire that just won't burn. No good looking back, it'll only break your heart, and that's enough of that. There ain't no right or reasons why to go sifting through the reasons why you hurt. You're pouring whiskey on fire that just won't burn. And there ain't no truth in 90 proof, but it sure feels good going down. It may give you hope, but it's just blowing smoke. How long will it take till you learn? You're pouring whiskey on fire and just won't burn. And there ain't no truth in 90 proof, but it sure feels good going down. It may give you hope, but it's just blowing smoke. How long will it take till you learn? You're pouring whiskey on fire and just won't burn. You're pouring whiskey on fire and just won't burn.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. Great tune there, A Fire That Just Won't Burn. It's not the first time you've heard it on King's Country because we're playing it a lot. I've got the artist on the phone right now, George Dearborne. He's traveling through Oklahoma on a radio tour right now. When are you coming back to Southeast Texas, George?
Well, actually, we're headed back there right now, Jim. You know that I've been watching videos of the weather that y'all had down there, you know, yesterday, and you know, we ran into it while we were up here. A few thunderstorms and very high winds. The winds are still rolling, but yeah, we're headed back into Texas right now, man.
Yeah, well, you keep it between the ditches and be careful. And any gigs coming up in our area that you want to talk about?
Well, I've got a few, and I don't know the actual dates. I mean, like this weekend, this coming weekend, I'm going to be in Fort Worth. The next weekend, we'll be in the Hill Country out in Bandera. And I don't have my schedule with me right now to know what I have coming up in that area, but probably within the next 3 weeks or so, we'll have something there.
Well, you got a great tune with that Fire That Just Won't Burn. I think you got a hit right there. A lot of people are loving it, especially in our station.
Well, we're hoping so. You know, it's like I shared with a lot of the DJs and the people that we've met on the road. You know, with this new social media thing, the way it is now, there's so many great artists and music that's coming to light that probably would not have otherwise been able to happen if it weren't for the social media that we have now.
Yeah,
so I appreciate anyone that listens to this song and you know, calls into their radio station and requests it. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, and the digital technology today that allows us to do this stuff and be independent and get your stuff out there. You used to not be able to do that, and, you know, and I've been producing a TV show from this spot where I'm talking to you from right now for 15 years, and you could never, you know, that's something you couldn't even dreamed of when we were growing up. And this radio station.
That's right. Exactly right. They've come a long way, and it's definitely changed things.
Are you still doing your day job, or are you just taking a hiatus from that?
No, I'm still involved with that, and you know, as long as I've got a daughter in college, I'll be there.
Coastal sprinkler?
Yeah, Coastal Sprinkler.
That's
Beaumont, Texas. Yes, we do fire protection.
Well, you be safe, man, and keep up the great work. And hope to see you around Southeast Texas again soon.
All right, Jim. Hey, I appreciate you taking your time to do this, and we wish everybody well, and be back in Texas soon, and looking forward to it.
All right. Great talking to you, George. Thanks.
All right, Jim. Thank you, buddy.